Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train. Just felt like playing a run, again, late at night. Ready to go down with a fight, or maybe actually win one. No, we've been winning occasional runs here and there. What do we have? Seraph the Patient, Fell the Wings of Light, Daedalus the Professor. I don't know the names. Double Bomb. We're starting with 2 Antumbra Assaults in this deck, so that's a good way of dealing with the bombs. This is Spell Shield Fell, so she'll give 10 armor per unit. Seraph the Patient, ooh, the hard one. It's Wildenton, the Awoken Exile and the Umbra Exile, so we also have Plinks, which might be able to kill the bombs as long as they're not too strong. It's very easy to have the bombs have too much HP to die to a Plink. Bomb health goes up as your packed shards go up, so we gotta be careful about that. 2 sharpens, 1 awake. Okay, the past few times I've done runs with the Awoken, getting to the Divinity fight, I feel like I have been missing certain amount of heals. An Awake is a pretty nice healing card. I can make it cost 1 very easily. I can make it cost 1 with holdover if we put -2 on it from a temple. And then we can have a great healing card in the deck, or we can just make it cost 2 or make it cost 0. Regardless, we want to have the Awake. We want to get other good healing spells in the deck. We're gonna need them. Spikes do more damage, +3 magic power. I'm immediately drawn to the magic power, actually, because the Plinks, 1 damage is fine, but there's a lot of 3 health enemies in the game that this would help us to kill. The bombs, as mentioned, their health will go up, so having more power on those is pretty good. Do we really need the spikes? With Wildenton, and just with Awoken in general, we're probably gonna be going for sweeps. We don't need spikes if we're going for sweeps. We do have sharpens, but I honestly feel like this is more about the apply +4 attack than the spikes 4. I'll take magic power, and I'll be fine with that for now. Thorn Lord or Predator? Gotta look. Thorn Lord and Predator. Thorn Lord is the tank. He will have 100 HP. Predator will only have 30. Although if we... What's the base HP on you? 30, so the HP doesn't go up at all. We could go Predator route and put him in the back. He's a multi-striker, and similarly to the run that we had with the Infector, we can use Wildenton as a damage unit. Put him in the back, he's gonna be quick. We can buff his damage and he can kill things. Put a sweeper in front of him as a tank, and then all of a sudden Wildenton can do the damage. But the Wormkin multi-striker has 120 HP, the Infecta, the Spine Chief. Wildenton only has 30 HP on this route. We can give him quick and sweep and 50 HP if we take Predator Strangler. Or we can take Thorn Lord and just give him a lot of damage with a lot of health. But there's plenty of tanks in the Awoken deck. I don't think we need a tank. I think we need quick. We need a way of actually killing units. We need effects. That being said, I don't often go Thorn Lord. Maybe this is a good opportunity for it with a lot of cheap spells in the deck. 100 HP. Summon, add 3 stings to your hand, and can't +3 attack. For him to get to 100 attack, we would have to play 30 spells. A 100-100 champion. It's just not good enough. If this was base game, maybe, but because we're dealing with packed shards, we need keywords. So I'm taking quick, enchant quick. He can go in the back. Every time I look at that event, not that event, but that choice, I can't bring it to myself to actually play Wildenton. with Thornlord. I just don't think it's good enough. All right, we're going to... You might want to tank for Wildington. Do we want you to... Yeah, we want you to tank. Well, we got to heal. Oh, we have the heal. Okay, we're going to have you tank for Wildington. We're going to buff Wildington. We're going to try to kill this guy with some plinks. We have plinks, we have Antumbra assaults. We can kill these units, and it's not even that hard. Now, having said that, there's no place to put the units. That's another thing we have to think of about Wildington here. And you know what? I'm an idiot. We should have definitely taken the 100-100 because if we give him lifesteal, he can live forever. We'll build multiple floors, I think, on this run with the Antumbra. I think that does help. But yeah, we could have done this differently. Even right now, I'm thinking about it. We could have done it differently. I don't know. It really does depend on what we draw. You know, it depends on if we can get a quick on a sweeper passively, or if we have to have Wildington be our quick sweeper. We'll figure something out. I would like to kill you. Thank you, thank you. You're not gonna hit the pyre for that much. I can do 5 damage on this floor. We do have to kill this backliner as soon as possible, or play a Sharpen. Sharpen would still take 3 turns to kill him, so really we're looking for Antumbra assaults, plinks. Train Steward will block 2 hits, which is great. I mean, we could plink or Antumbra at this point. All right, you're dead. It's gonna be real hard to use morsels on this run. Glimmer's pretty good. In fact, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, how are we going to build around morsels? I would like to. I mean, if we have upgraded plinks, they're gonna get a lot more kills. We're gonna have morsel units in the deck, probably. We have 2 Antumbra assaults and 5 plinks. I mean, I hate to say it, but in my head, I'm like, we're gonna have to find a cave-in. We're gonna have to find a cave-in. A descend would be fine. We would only be able to descend 1 morsel per turn, and especially if we can make it a free holdover, that would be great. But I don't know. The more I think about this, the more I'm like, ah, crap. This is gonna be an awkward run. Awoken Hollow is not a unit we actually really want. I want the effect, I want the cultivation effect, I do not want the unit itself. We don't need a tank. I mean, like, literally we do need a tank, but we need sweeps. Although, if we make Wildington a sweeper, the Awoken Hollow does make a pretty good tank for Wildington, but we don't care about the upgrades right now. I think we want an Awoken Banner unit to try to find a sweeper. I will also look at the Divine Temple. Remove Consume, cost 1 more. Space Prism, we don't need Space Prism to be upgraded like that. These are pretty good. First Hell Pact. I'm immediately thinking of draw 3 cards, or 6 cards, or more cards, make them cost -1. Everything in our deck costs 1, except for the Sharpens. I forget the name of the card, but you know the one I'm talking about. The Spike, the Rail Spike, that's what it's called. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. If you go Gorge, it's great. If you don't, it sucks. But I think you go Mind Jacks. It means that you can go middle floor on Divinity, and it's not that bad at all. I think Mind Jacks is totally acceptable. We got a sweep, it's Shattered Shell. It's probably the best sweeper we can get. Like, bar none. We can put it in front, it can tank, it will sweep first, slay, get stronger, and then buff the champion's damage with rejuvenation buffs if we do the melding, and it's gonna be 3 capacity, so it's already playable. Shattered Shell is the no-brainer choice, and I like it. 60. We have, if we do a 60 reroll, we'll have 190. We can definitely afford 2 upgrades. We're gonna make the, I'm just gonna make the Awake cheaper immediately. Plus 10, I'm gonna put that on Antumbra. Make sure it can kill. Double stack. Regen 6 is not necessary, spikes not necessary. Plus 20 magic power and consume, that's probably worth it on a Plink. It is still damage, minus 1. You know I said that we could maybe do something cool with the Awake. We didn't get what we wanted here, which is holdover, so I'm just gonna make it 1. 1 is really playable. You're a sweeper. As such, we are gonna turn this on because the units are really weak and will die very easily to our Plinks. But we are going to be playing on the, I think, middle floor with the big boy, who can function as a high damage unit. We could always just put Shattered Shell at the bottom and just wipe the floor very quickly. Let's see what we get out of the Plink. They do have spikes still. And you're gonna have lifesteal, but you're not gonna have any health. And we drew the Awake on turn 1, which really sucks. You know what? I think, yeah. Here's what we're gonna play Shattered Shell on the bottom. It's not gonna die. I will give it regen. It might live. And I'm gonna play Morsel Excavator on the second floor. We're gonna try to put our big unit in front. Oh, there's a spike dude there. I can kill him. I can kill him. I can kill him. You're dying, that's fine. Your entire reason for existing is killing the sweepers in the back. You're doing a great job, kiddo. Really wish I could plink the floor, but we can't. Instead, we will get more morsels, and we'll put everything that we can here. This will save you 4 damage. Go ahead. I don't think we're killing this big unit who's moving up, but I think that's fine. Oh, you know what? You're definitely gonna die. Then, what do? Space Prism, where does it go? It goes probably here. I do think you play the Train Steward. You don't really have any other units really to play, do you? It'll do a little bit of damage to the boss. Will it even do damage to the boss? Because you got swept, I don't know. Anyways, Antumbra. Glimmer. You're taking 60 damage, it's not that bad. You are not going to make it past the big boy. I hope. I think we're gonna have enough damage. Not quite, not quite. We need 25 more damage. We are attacking you 5 times. If I give you 5 times 6 more damage, aka 30 more damage, you will die. Each one of these is 10. Okay. That went very well. And as soon as we meld our units together, we can play the middle floor. We'll have to go capacity, but then we'll have enough capacity that we can play 1 morsel on the middle floor, which if it's a lifesteal morsel helps us out substantially. Restoration Detonation is pretty good. Sorry, my voice is a little bit shot today. And lifesteal 4 is incredible for the healing triggers. Now technically, we don't need to put the Shattered Shell into the Awoken Hollow, because if we get the second version of Wildenton that gives him sweep, he can be his own sweeper. We will need another damage dealer though, which kind of does make me want to give him the multi-striking, because if we buff the Shattered Shell with the infusion from the Awoken Hollow, then the heals will actually not give the cultivation to him, it'll give the cultivation to Wildenton. We got things to think about. I'm gonna go left. We have just enough money to get an upgrade. Endless is not the one we want. But I do want the health, so we have to really consider our options now. Concealed Cavern, if we meld, we're not gonna duplicate units. What would we duplicate if we had the opportunity? Probably Awake, honestly. 5 of those in the deck even, I'd take it. I will lose Pyre Health. Pyre Health. What did we get? When a friendly unit is healed, draw. No, do damage. Yeah, do damage. It's fine. It's fine. Good lord. Intrinsic spell chain. Dude, this is actually incredible with the space prism. For 1 energy, you get 2 capacity. And now we don't need capacity upgrades. We can go straight into draw or energy. So now let's think about this for a minute, okay? If we put the Awoken Hollow inside of the Shattered Shell, this thing is gonna have, by default, 25 HP. If we give it 25 more HP, it's gonna have 50 HP. It's not enough for a tank. The Awoken Hollow already has 75 HP, and we can make it 100 super quickly. What it does not have is a sweep effect. The sweep effect is really what I am after. We're gonna need a sweep. We can still give that to Wildenton and just let the Awoken Hollow be a tank. So we're not gonna put the Awoken Hollow in the Shattered Shell, or we are gonna put the Awoken Hollow in the Shattered Shell? I don't know yet. Let me look at it from this menu, because it's a little bit easier to see. I just worry that 50 health is not enough. We could get 75 health. We could get 90 health if we were lucky enough to get a large stone on the Shattered Shell. If we get multi-strike on Shattered Shell, we can give him 50 health and 2 attacks. Which we might not need, and it also means he's gonna die to spikes pretty easily. Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I think maybe we want the Awoken Hollow as a tank for our champion. But it's too good to pass up on that Shattered Shell. 50 HP though's not that much, but maybe we can buff it. Something like this. 25, we can immediately make it 50. I mean, for right now, that's fine. That's enough. But will it be enough forever? You know, if we get enough morsels, we can buff health with morsels over the course of a fight. Put damage shield, put life steal. Yeah, that is a possibility. Okay, because we have the morsel and we have the capacities for the morsels, let's give it a shot. I think we can make it work. What we do not need is more damage on this unit. We need health, so give it some health. We could also give it endless. No, I don't want it to die. I want it to start getting regen and get the triggers. Okay, yeah. This is the question. I don't think you give it multi-strike. I really don't. I don't think you're gonna need it. I think 1 sweep attack is probably good enough. Wouldn't you rather have 2 though? I think it's gonna die to sweeps. We needed to have HP. We can give it HP. We got morsels. We can give it HP with morsels. How are we gonna get morsels? We have to get kills to get morsels. That's another problem. You're gonna have quick. I'm gonna give you the buff, but I don't like this. I really don't. I'm doing a classic Abe mistake, and I think it's prevalent in my monster train. I have 1 unit. It's not the champion. On the bright side, our floors are great. Like, we've never had this much capacity on an Awoken run. And you're gonna get a lot of damage. Could give you Immortal Trade for procs, but I really want to be able to play my other spells, get morsels, etc., etc. You summon a bomb with 8 HP. That's a lot of HP for a bomb. You know what? More morsels. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Give me those morsels, baby. Yeah, I'll play him. I mean, our unit is doing 80 damage. It's pretty good. Literally nothing is leaving. You're gonna have to go through the long haul here. I think we just buff you, honestly. This can work. This can work. Honestly, I think I would like to duplicate the space prism and then add everything that generates morsels so we can just buff up this hollow shell. Hollow shell. Because really, hollow shell there is the thing that we need. It's the best unit. Okay. We didn't hit the Forge Discipled, which is totally fine. What we did get is a couple of morsels that we can play. I'm just gonna keep buffing you. I think we will play Immortal Trade right now, because this is pretty much the end. I mean, if we buff Shattered Shell buffs the champion. We kind of have our synergy. And it's kind of built into the run. Shroud Spike, make it permafrost, wait for a good morsel, force feed it. There is something to be said for just an Animus, because technically we can fit it on the same floor as everything else. Do we need another unit? We don't not need another unit. Maybe we can actually do, you know, not one unit build today. Really, we want the sweeper to be the thing that we draw on turn 1, but we're playing middle floor. So I think we actually could take an Animus. Will we have the capacity for it? I don't know. But another Animus, basically another Wildenton out there, is totally fine. And then if we end up going to another Merchant of Steel, we will have another opportunity to upgrade it if we're gonna go that route. Maybe we're gonna go Merchant of Magic. I don't know. If we had to descend, I would probably do it definitely just to have it. Right now we have 6, 7, 8 capacity middle floor. This is 8 capacity middle floor with an Animus. We could also put the Animus down and just force feed it whatever morsels we have left over if we get morsel generation to that degree, which we're not really getting so far. The more I think about this, the more I'm like, no. Because I might just go left and dupe the Awake for the regen every turn. Or dupe Space Prism. But that might be too much right now. 75 gold. Skipping. I'm taking draw. We're gonna go to the Merchant of Magic. I know we don't have a lot of money, but I want to make my cards cheaper, I think. Nah, screw that. We don't need this many plinks. And I'm duplicating Awake. I want to not make the same mistakes I've made in the past, and we're just going to go straight for the multi-strike. 30 magic power piercing, put that on the Glimmer. I don't think we need it to have any more value than this. But I got to admit, that's a pretty good Glimmer. I don't think we need it to be that strong. I think 15 damage is probably fine. We have sweepers anyways, you know? What do we really even care to give it the piercing? I don't know. Spell Shield 2. It's gonna slow us down, but the enemies are gonna suck, so I think it's fine. Yeah. It's gonna slow us down because we're not gonna be able to generate as many morsels, but I think we'll be fine. So we have room for one morsel. sharpen, like, you, or just sharpen you? I could give you lifesteal. I'd rather, you know, have some capability next turn to do something. Just give me, gonna take the damage. That's very good. That's very good. Are you dying? 20, 40, 60, 80. Hold on. Attack? You're gonna get 6. So you're gonna do 22 and then 28. You're doing 50 damage plus another 40, exactly 90, exactly 94 damage. If I play an Awake, you will no longer be killing this unit. Hate to say it, I don't think we play the Awake. Instead, I'm gonna give you some lifesteal. That seems pretty good. Yeah, we need to do more damage though because this guy's making it up. I mean, that's good and also bad because now I can't kill you. No one's hurt. I don't really have anything that can kill that unit. They're gonna hit the pyre for 24, if not more. Let's hit them so that they don't do as much. I buffed the morsel, didn't I? God damn it. I gotta remember that. I really have to one of these days. I gotta remember the order of operations there. I never do. All right. Putting that on you. All right, we took a little bit of damage. You're even gonna hit it once? Pardon me? Okay, well. Suppose we'll just put down a morsel. I'd like to save that one. All right, we took 30 damage on the pyre, I believe. Not ideal. That's fine. You're living? Beg your pardon? I'm sorry. Did you say you're living? Taking 469 damage, huh? Boy, I really wish I could get one more cell. You do the most damage. You having the heal probably matters more. Now you're dead. Perfect. Okay. Don't touch anything except very slightly. 50 health is not enough. 50 health is not enough. And we're not generating as many morsels as I want. Cycle of Life, on the other hand, can get us out of the hole that we find ourselves in. That is a lot of extra bonus HP. Furnace Tap, unnecessary. Ember Cache, unnecessary. Excavation, I would say unnecessary. We traded health for money. 100%, 100%. I think we go Merchant of Magic. I really do. We're looking for things. Holdover and -2 would be ideal. Well, yeah. -2, we did get it. Cycle of Life is now much cheaper. Holdover, what we're looking for. Okay. A 1-cost Cycle of Life that gives us 10 health is fantastic. Magic Power Piercing would be nice as well, but we actually do want our units to get the kills. Don't forget about that. So now I can actually start upgrading these root seeds to make them free and no-brainer plays. Permafrost is something I was thinking about. Definitely put that on the Shroud Spike and then force feed a morsel when you get a good one. Not a moment before. Very, very, very good shop. So we have excess capacity. We don't need magic power, but more capacity, I'll take it. I never take the middle option. Capacity on a random floor just doesn't seem very good. Multi-strike enemies. We do have a sweeper here, but multi-striking enemies should not be too big of a problem because we are quick. All of the little guys will die. Now we can, if we want, play on the top floor. We don't have to play on the middle anymore because we're gonna have excess capacity. We can play morsels up here. Maybe not many, but we can play some. But if I play on the middle floor, we can kill these guys as they move up, which might be a little bit better for us. And we'll have more capacity in general. We'll just do this. You are almost dying. You probably will die to a plank. 180 health. These enemies do have a lot of HP, don't they? And we've got 2 awakes. 87. 87. 91. An awake will kill this unit before they attack, so we can play morsels on the floor. These are fine. You're not attacking. Even if you were, the morsels would attack. I'm gonna buff the health of a morsel, aren't I? It's worth it. Actually, you know what? That's so good. Hit you twice. You're a little weaker. Maybe I can kill you. I might be able to. You have 4 HP. You're dead. Let's go. Now, Immortal Trade, technically we could play it. There's nothing really to play next turn. I'm doing it for the buffs, honestly. Like, I know what I'm gonna play next turn. The same card that we just drew, Holdover. Oh look, there it is. Now, root seeds we should put in the back, because we're gonna have the problem of the boss hitting us a lot. And I would like to make sure that we have as much health, as much damage on the back unit as possible. Ideally. We're looking for a life steal morsel, by the way, not a damage shield morsel. Do whatever we can. Because you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. However, did get a life steal morsel. I can't really gorge it as many times as I want it. Which is at all. But hey, you do have 5 lifesteal now. All right. Boss is taking, what was it, 15 damage every time they hit me? That's not that much, but it's more than nothing. Engraft. Yes, that's a good card. It's another good holdover target as well. Crucible Extension, Gem Trove, Ember Forge. I think Gem Trove out of everything is pretty damn good if we can make it cheaper. We need some sort of a damage shield if we're gonna be fighting Patient, I think. We don't need unit upgrades, so I think we do go for another Merchant of Magic. There's also a lot of money. Summon 4 random units from your deck onto the middle floor. So right now that's terrible because of the Train Stewards. It could enable us to save 1 energy, but cheaper merchants is also totally fine. Permafrost we don't really need. I could just make Gem Trove -1/-1. Start by upgrading a Plink and -1ing the Root Seeds. Then let's see what we get. I don't really care about the Permafrost. Double stack, you know, on an Immortal Trade, if we play this at the end and we don't care about the energy, it's good, but we can also play Immortal Trade and just after 2 turns we won't be Ember Drain anymore. You know, we don't have to adjust it. Gem Trove is too expensive at 3. We really do need it to be -2 and holdover, or -2 and -2. There's one opportunity for an upgrade coming up. We need energy morsels to even, or we need energy morsels to make this thing even playable. I think I'm going to go for the root seeds. I'm not going to worry about the card I just added, I know. And I am going to go for the money. We're going to go a little bit high in the shards, but we have actually a pretty decent run right now. Can enemies get past us? I don't think they can. Just gonna play up here. I want to buy one more time to actually buff up our units up here. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. +4 in spikes, or +2/+2 on the unit in the back without the spikes. Probably the plus on the unit in the back without the spikes, and then followed by another restoration detonation, which is functionally similar. Could also plink. I don't think we're gonna need to. I think if we just play our holdovers constantly, we're gonna be fine. Play our awakes constantly. Like, no, I don't think anything's gonna get past us. Now, right now, because we've got the units here, I do think maybe an Entumbra Assault would be beneficial. With Root Seeds coming up, we can probably also afford the Immortal Trade. We have a Plink, and maybe we can use the Plink to generate morsels. Let's hold off on that. I'm just gonna kill you. Oh, it is what I wanted. It's not an energy morsel, right? If we could get an energy morsel, that Infernal Trade's better to play, but without it, I do a party. There's my energy morsel. Well, you know what? Let's get energy next turn, and then maybe we can play some of this stuff, right? Fingers crossed. No morsels. You knew it was gonna happen, didn't you? I don't care. You're not gonna live. I mean, I suppose we'll, because Lifesteal 4 is +8/+8 on the champion every time we play it, and it costs us 3 energy. We've got a lot of cards that we want to play coming up. Let's not. I don't know. I like what we've got, but also I don't know. How are you not dying? How are you not dying? You need to take 2 damage. There you go, you're dead. You're dead. I mean, that's better than a Root Seeds. Is it? It's 1 better than a Root Seed in damage, and then we also get the health out of it. There you go, there you go. I ran the math. Trust me. Can't help but notice that our scaling is super slow, but sustainability, I think, is for the most part okay. We still need to upgrade the deck a little bit, but we're kind of getting there slowly. I mean, a 120 damage, 100 HP unit is honestly not that amazing. And we're having a very hard time generating any sort of morsels. And we're only doing 1200 damage. I hate to tell you, boss, that's not, like, I need more damage. Are we dead? We're We're not... You do 44 damage per turn. You're dead. You're killing me. You know what? It had to happen one of these days that the 1-unit build would fail me again. We just weren't scaling fast enough. Maybe part of that is just not having enough morsel generation there, because we really were struggling to do anything with Shroud Spike. Any turn in which I had a morsel, it wasn't a really good morsel to play, and I had other things I could play with the energy. Yeah, one Shattered Shell, I guess, is not enough. But there wasn't really too many other options. I mean, there was an opportunity for a multi-striker, but that was after I did the melding, wasn't it? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was before or after the melding. But, like, where are we going to put that unit? I guess we could put it on the same unit as the champion, but then the multi-striker is going to get the buffs instead of the champion, which is functionally similar. I think we would have had a little bit more damage to get past that fight that we just lost on, the Fell fight, but I don't know. I don't like Plinks. I think Plinks are bad, and I'm starting to think that Wildenton is also pretty bad. Not the worst champion. I mean, Jesus Christ, no. The worst is definitely Titan's Bane. But the more I think about Wildenton, the more I'm like, my boy just doesn't scale. Like, he's too slow. I mean, Wildenton was getting all of our buffs, and Shattered Shell was stronger than him at the end, right? Like, had more damage and more health. I mean, we were giving him health, but yeah, Wildenton might just be too slow of a unit to get scaling. You know, I remember in the past, something I did with Wildenton is, whenever possible, give him sweep. And the idea is that he stalls the floors while you build up higher floors that can actually take care of the enemies. The problem with that, though, is that if Wildenton fails, you have a flood of units that are making it up, and you can't kill them all unless you have superpowered sweepers. But if you had that, you would just put them down with Wildenton anyways. I like the quick enchant grant quick, but you know, we saw that the 20 times 2 damage, it's just not good enough without more support spells. We had pretty decent support spells, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. What could we have done there differently? Not take as many pact shards. Okay, maybe. You got me. Maybe we'll try that next time. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.